Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome! My name is Suitably Odd. This is day two of Stardew Valley. We had a particularly productive start. First things first, we've gotten up. Let's check the TV. So the weather for tomorrow, so let's see what that's going to be. It's going to rain all day tomorrow. That's great. I'm going to find out why. But basically, we have to water up, and that takes a fair bit of energy going and watering all the plants. See what the fortune teller has in store for us. Whew! I see a glimmer within my scrying orb. A shard of knowledge from the future. Spirits are in good humour today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. That's great. Hopefully we can use that somehow. We might find a few rare items. We've got mail. And you can see our seeds have taken. We've got little seedlings now. Isn't that nice? Advertisements. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Stop by Pierre's General Store today and check out our affordable size 24 backpack. See you soon. Well, that could be quite useful, because as I say, we've only got 12 spaces here, and if we open up another row, that would be very useful indeed. But we actually, I know how much it costs, we haven't got enough yet. That is something to aim for, though. Hello there, just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Willie. We've not met Willie yet. That's quite a creepy mail to receive as a result. He obviously knows who we are. He says he's got something for us. He chooses not to divulge what that is. No sane person would go down to the beach alone and investigate that, but, we're not that sane. So, let's go do that. But first, morning duties. Morning duties being, so far, water up. We've got to make sure we keep these plants watered or they will not grow and possibly die. So, every morning we make sure we do all the necessary things, like a good farmer. We water plants, we hoe the land, we sow the seeds, we feed the animals, which we haven't gotten yet. And that's it, basically. I want to get some more plants going, basically. I want to get some more 3x3 squares in here, maybe widen out this area. So we're going to stop by the shop as well. Pick up anything we can find on the way. So there's a couple more dandelions, so just check up here. Sometimes you get stuff on this side of the road as well, it's always worth looking. Another thing to keep an eye out for is these little fellas. They're like little worms, little wiggly worms. And if you use the hoe on them, they've got little secret things underneath, which is quite nice. We've got some clay for that. It's not to be sniffed at, clay. It's actually quite hard to find sometimes. So my attitude towards it is I try and collect as much as I can. This villager we've not met yet. Is it Shane? What? What do you want? Go away. Shane is not a nice person. I do not like Shane. We'll find out why later. He's just generally rude, basically. Help wanted. Trying to keep the art of fishing alive. I'll pay 90 gold to any fisherman who catches 3 anchovies. Good luck. That's from Willie. 90 gold reward, and we get to keep the fish. We just have to have caught them. Just the act of catching them is fine. Oh, I forgot to click accept. There we go. So if we take a look at our journal now, we've got a timed one. So we've got 2 days to achieve this, to catch 3 different anchovies. That's fine. And if we've got this one that we read earlier. Someone named Willie invited you to visit the beach south of town. He says he has something to give you. Wink. Visit the beach south of town before 5 PM. Well, it's not even 9 yet. Now it has turned 9. The shop should be open. So, this is Pierre. Have a look, see what Pierre's got to sell. We got a few parsnip seeds for free. They were pretty good. I'm going to buy 3 more of those, actually. Just to... I'm a big fan of symmetry and keeping things in check. We've got those 3 spare spaces. What else can we afford? We've got 440 left, and going with the whole 9x9 grid thing, I'd like to maybe go for kale or cauliflower. Have we got enough for kale? That would be... No, we have not got enough for kale, have we? We've got enough for potatoes. Potatoes. 10 potatoes would be 500. So it'd be 450, which would go 440. That's annoying. We could sell a dandelion. Should we do that? Sell a dandelion and then get 4 potatoes going? You plant these in the spring, which we're in. They take 6 days to mature and has a chance of yielding multiple potatoes per harvest. Let's do that. We're just going to sell 1 dandelion. If you left click on any of these, you will sell the whole stack. So 2 dandelions is 80. But if you right click, you'll just sell 1. So I should now be able to buy 9 of these. So different way of doing this is left click will buy 1 at a time. Shift and click buys 5. So there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 30 gold left. It's okay, because, you know, these will grow and we'll make money. I promise. I'm going to go do some fishing now as well, so that can only be a good thing, right? There's Maru. She's on her way to somewhere. Where's she going? Oh, she's off to the doctor's. And that's because... Wow, she got changed fast. Maru's a nurse. She works at the doctor's as a nurse. It's quite cool. We'll leave her be, though. She's obviously very busy. It's important not to get tangled up and start getting under their feet when they're doing such hard work. So I'm doing this a bit weird. I've only got 3 slots left. I'm going to go dump some stuff that we're not going to need, just to give you a rough idea as to how we should be going through this game a little bit more. I'm going to plant 3 parsnips in there. Oh, there they are. And then I'm going to put some potatoes in just next to them. Let's get this little square going. It's starting to look pretty good. Down to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nicely done. You can see my watering can's almost empty, so I'm going to go fill it up. Just go to a nearby water source. Left click. Sucks up a load of water. Done. He's going. Water, water, water. Because I use up energy by fishing, and what I don't want to do is use up all my energy and come back and have unwatered crops. So we are all up to scratch here now. I'm going to go into here, dump some more clay in there. Keep the dandelions, I like to give those away if possible. We're not going to need the watering can. I'll keep the hoe, not going to need the axe or pickaxe, and I'll keep the scythe. Reason being, scythe's a good one to have equipped because you don't use any energy if you accidentally click it, which I do all the time. Hoe's a good one if we find any little worms out and about. And dandelion's good to give, which gives us plenty of space basically to pick up a fishing rod and all the other bits and pieces we need to do. So it starts off fairly slowly, this game. It gives you plenty of time to get used to it. There's no... I don't think there's any threat of getting it wrong. Ooh, new person. This is Marnie. Ah, Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie. Hi Marnie. I sell livestock and animal care products at my ranch. You should swing by sometime. Will do. You seem nice. Have a dandelion. Thank you, this looks nice. Correct response, Marnie. Who's this? This is Haley. Oh, you're that new farmer boy, aren't you? I've got a beard, Haley. Hardly a boy. Huh? Oh, I'm Haley. If it weren't for those horrendous clothes, you might actually be cute. I dislike you already, Haley. See how easy it is to judge people in this game? Mayor Lewis. Lewis, so how was your first night in the old cottage? It's okay, I guess. It's pretty good. Not like my apartment in the city, but don't walk away. Your grandpa used to complain about the rickety old bed, but I think deep down he actually loved that house. I think he gave it to me as some kind of sick joke, to be honest, but... Oh, he said to say hi, but... oh. Okay, well, I tried, Grandpa. I tried. Oh. Daffodils. Here's old Willie. Smoking his pipe. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Don't know what kind of accent Willie's got. Obviously none I've ever heard before. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. How many fish do you need to sell to buy a rod? Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. Must be a terrible fisherman. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. So you own a shop, but you had to fish loads in order to be able to afford a new fishing rod. Okay, you received a bamboo pole. What's weird is he actually sells fishing rods, including the one he just gave me, so why don't you just use one of those stock ones? None of this makes sense in the game. There's good water here in the valley, all kinds of fish. Oh yeah. The shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old Pappy used to say anyway. Well, he was wrong. There are a few things that don't sell, that smell. In fact, the list is pretty long. So, just to see where we came in, basically, let's go back up the beach. There's some worms already, look. Some shells, and like mussels and things. This is where the bridge comes in. So the cutscene kind of like skips walking down the beach and stuff like that. Grab some clams. Check what's that? Those driftwood things. These little statue things, I thought were peculiar. I tried doing everything with them when I first played through them, and but they're not to be used right now. I'll leave that for later. Found a book. You found a lost book. The library's collection has expanded. Yay! Well, we've not visited the library yet. Obviously, we'll get around to that in a bit. Got another clam. That's one on the beach. And a mussel. Hello, who are you? Elliot. Ah, the new farmer we've all been expecting, and whose arrival has sparked many a conversation. I'm Elliot. I live in the little cabin by the beach. It's a pleasure to meet you. Elliot seems very posh. But he lives in this. Does that add up? No. Elliot's the hipster, basically. So he's got like his long frock coat style thing, his long wavy hair, his use of long words, and but he lives in a beach hut. He's yeah, we've got him pegged already. Let's take a look at this bridge. With 300 pieces of wood, this could be fixed. Still got Elliot's voice on. Yeah, 300 pieces of wood. That sounds great. We could fix that tiny bridge. In fact, like, we could just use that bench. Or, this probably isn't even that deep. But no. There's a boat right there for... No. Okay. That would be too sensible. It's okay. Let's leave it. Let's go back and do some fishing. Fishing in this game I found quite tricky to begin with, to be honest. The way it works is, with your rod selected and looking out over some water, whether it be a river or lake or the open sea, you press and hold and then let go to cast, much like you would in like any kind of golfing game. So, it's quite far. And then, when an exclamation mark appears above your head, you single click in order to strike, basically. So any moment now. Any moment. There we go. And now what happens is, we have to keep that fish in. So by clicking, it raises the little green bar behind the fish. And you have to keep the fish within that kind of green bar in order to be able to catch it, basically. And some fish bounce around like crazy, and others they rise quite quickly, etc. So that's an anchovy. What do we need? 3 anchovies. So let's keep casting out. I'd like to be able to get those 3 anchovies quite quickly before the shop closes. A little bit of patience. The calm seas. Sound of seagulls chirping in the air. Okay, see, you've got to kind of keep it up behind the fish, and if you let go, obviously it drops, and it's quite tricky. On my other save, I've got a much better rod and all sorts of bait and tackle and things like that. I completely forgot how tricky this was to begin with, because you've only got a small little green bar. It does get easier as the game goes on, which is nice. Yep. We've got a herring! We've got 2 types of fish already. It's a lovely, relaxing game, this, and we're expecting multiplayer at some point. I think I've heard mention of like up to 4-player co-op. I can't wait to try that. I think it should be fascinating. But right now, as a single-player experience, it is very absorbing. Just thinking what to do each day, planning out days ahead, farming your crops, tending to your animals, your livestock. It's all very interesting. We've got a sardine as well. We've got one of each fish. Quite nicely done. You occasionally hear like these bloom noises. Just ignore them. It's the exclamation mark you're looking for. Occasionally you'll pull bits of trash out of the water. These are all quite easy fish so far. They're all kind of floating along the bottom and don't really have to do much. Got another sardine, that's good. There we go, got some broken glasses. We'll keep hold of those for the time being. And there's a reason. You can recycle trash items later on in the game. Willie shut up shop for the day. And he's looking over my shoulder. Could you not, Willie? You're putting me off. This whole pier is available and you choose to fish there. Got a second herring. Still need 2 anchovies. This guy. He's been very rude. He's not catching anything either. Serves you right. It's because I've already fished that area. Obviously fishing requires a lot of patience, even in this game. Let's grab some fish. There we go. Come on, no more herrings, we've got 3 of those already. We can obviously sell the fish directly to Willie, or we can sell them through the magical box that apparently Mayor Lewis sneaks out in the middle of the night and empties all the boxes and puts cash in them. Come on, we want 2 anchovies. Perfect. Oh, sardine. We've got 3 of those, but we need 3 anchovies. The way fishing works in this game is it changes what kind of fish you can get based on the season, time of day, the location that you're fishing in, even the weather can alter it. So there'll be some fish that are quite rare, you have to fish under very specific circumstances. Oh, and this little treasure chest here, there we go, we just picked it up by hovering over it. That was an easy one because the fish was in the same place. Means we also get a little treasure at the end. We got 5 pieces of coal. That will become very useful. I've got 1 space left now, so I'm hoping for 2 more anchovies at some point. Come on, it's like afternoon already. Kind of into evening time before long. Got a piece of driftwood instead. Oh, at the risk of getting something new, because we haven't got any more space to put it in. It's getting dark. Willie's had no luck whatsoever. He's going to be this premier fisherman. Got a brand new rod and everything, look. So we've got seaweed, but we've got no place to put it, so I'm going to replace the driftwood with the seaweed. Just get rid of the driftwood. Keep an eye on our energy levels. You'll see things like seaweed can be eaten. They give you health and energy, so you can replenish your energy to a degree by eating certain things. So this one, I'm going to try and get the fish fairly high. Not going to do very well at this, unfortunately. I'll try and go for that chest. So build up the fish fairly high, but not completely... There we go. And then hover over the chest, and then catch the fish before it drops. Yeah, I see. So it is doable if the chest isn't on the fish. You just got to be very careful. And we got halibut. And another chest. Oh wow. So we can grab all the coal. These geodes are very important. Basically they contain items, and 6 of them in a treasure chest is very good. So I'm going to replace my seaweed and my broken glasses. I'll probably call it a day there, because there's nothing else there I want to get rid of, basically. So we've got lots of different fish, which is quite handy. And we're going to head back. Because it's 8:10. Obviously we're catching fish now that prefer the dark. At least I think the halibut's one of those. A flatfish that lives on the ocean floor. Tasty bit of fish, a halibut. I'm partial to it myself. Nice and peaceful in town, the lampposts and light shining around. It's very nice. You soon work your way around town. I'll show you the map in a second. It's not exact, the map. It doesn't really show you exactly where you are, but it's not far off. You can access it by pressing the M key or by going into the options normally. So this is our farm, and we have just been to the beach over here. So it looks like we've been like the furthest reaches, but the way the screens work is that's the bus stop there, this is the town area, and we came south to the beach over here. It looks like we covered loads of areas, but just the way it's spaced out, it looks very different to this in reality, basically. So, and likewise, we're not in the top left of our farm, we're like just outside the house. So this figure kind of gives you which area you're in, as opposed to like exactly where you are on the map. So I'm going to fill the chest full of fish, and coal, and mussel. I'm going to keep the geodes on me, put the clams in there. Now I tend to collect most things. I only carry what I have need to keep, basically. So that's the end of the second day. We've got some fishing underway, we've got a brand new fishing rod, and we're in pretty good shape. Third day, hopefully we can go out and we can get some more bits and pieces. We're going to try and open these geodes. We're going to need some money for that, so we might have to wait onto those, but we might do some more fishing to see if we can get those next 2 anchovies. So I will see you then, hopefully. Thank you very much for joining me. It's wonderful as usual. Catch you later.